All right, looks like I'm live. Sweet. Hey, so how's my hat? Looks good. So I'm just probably going to do lives because it's easier than making a video than uploading it and all that crap. Okay, so let's talk about why we're here. eBay. Um, eBay has been kind of slow. It has been slow. It's been real slow. Uh, let's compare. So right now I'm selling 13.05 a day. This sheet. And then last month we did 17.9 per day. Last month was my last month was my best month ever. So, geez, really close there. And this is, let's look. Well, last November I was selling 11.5 per day. So 1.5 more per day. But I also have another 3,000 listings compared to last year. 13 a day we haven't done since July, really. I moved in June, and so I didn't work much in June. I moved and then took a vacation. So we were selling 7.1 per day, but I hardly, like I said, I didn't work much. So then we bounced back in July, it's 13, and then 16 and a half in August, 16.4 in September, and then 17.9 in October, and now we're like way back down. As we've talked about, we know what's going on. Well, we hope we know what's going on. I need to put this live stream over here. There we go. Okay, so what else do we have? I mean, we're up a little bit compared to last year, but I just think everyone's going. You know, there's so many deals out there, and I'm hearing this chatter from other sources. There's so many deals out there, like the Walmart Black Friday every Monday, and then the actual. So they're having a sale tomorrow, Black Friday sale tomorrow, and they're gonna have Black Friday sale on this coming Friday. So I was thinking about it, and I mean, all you can do is either you can quit and go do something else, or you can keep going. I mean, I'm just going to keep listing, but I think it's also important to know, okay, where is your business heading? Which, I mean, that sounds, well, yeah, duh, you should always know where your business is heading. But do we actually stop and think about it? I don't know. Sometimes I forget what's the plan. So, and now the plan is, okay, we have 6783 items. Okay. Of that, God, I don't remember the stats. Of that, like I think 11% of my items are brands that I want them to be, and the rest is just meh stuff. It's not the lowest of lows, but it's not very good. So I want to, excuse me, that other 89%, I want to just purge it out, which we are doing. That's why we're having such low dollar days, because we're selling stuff that's been around for a while. It's not worth as much money. Just getting it gone. So our plan is get it gone, right? Build up the cash flow, go get the better stuff, and then put that in the store. So then instead of 11%, you'll be 13 and then 18, and then it'll just slowly start to turn around. Because if I had 6,783 Ralph Lauren items in my store right now, I guarantee you I'd be selling more than 13 a day. I'm pretty damn sure. You know, all the things considered, I know how to do titles and photos and price correctly and la-di-da. All the other eBay stuff that you're supposed to do. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we'd be selling more than 13 a day. Okay, that's just what my gut tells me. I need to take that dang steamer back. So if you ever get a steamer, see it's it's got the hose and the handle. That hose is way too short. It's way too short. because you go to do something and you can't, it doesn't go high enough. It's not long enough. And it's cheap. It was $80, so it's not cheap, but it's cheap quality because the handle, when you go to steam an item, it just gets it wet. It's like it doesn't get hot enough. And I had it on for half an hour. Another thing is it just continuously runs. It doesn't have a button where you can steam and then turn it off and it'll just stay warm. So far my little handheld is better. The reason I wanted to go bigger was because that whole thing, there's a reservoir in the back. You can see it right there. So you don't have to go upstairs and get water for a while. That was, but. Okay, so yesterday we sold 11 items. Not great. Traffic. 1.062393. Impressions. 1334 on the page views. My average sales conversion rate is only 0.9. It's not good. And here's another thing. Organic impressions, 37.6%. Promoted, 62.4. Not good. Top 20, 1.1%. Rest is 3.9. So again, better products. You'll have better numbers here. You'll have more sales. I have a source for the products. I actually had two sources, but one of them kind of let me down. They're like, oh, we actually don't have that product. So, all right, well, thank you for letting me know. So, Thanksgiving's coming up. Happy Thanksgiving. So, what I'm trying to do is I'm actually going to work today. Sweaters and other stuff on the beautiful racks. I'm trying to work today. Not much because I got to do some Christmas decorating. Inside, I've already done my outside. And I did my outside in October, which sounds crazy, but hear me out. So here it gets pretty cold. Again, it's like anything else. What's your definition of cold? For people up in Alaska, below zero is cold. For people in Florida, freaking 50 degrees is cold. So anyways, everyone kept telling me, oh, man, we're having some nice early fall weather. Do your Christmas lights. And I'm thinking, really? Does it get that bad? Because I checked the weather. I'm a huge weather nerd. So I was all over the weather before I moved here. I was like, yeah, it kind of gets cold. But so I say, what, screw it. I'll do my lights. So, excuse me. I did all the lights around the gutters and stuff, I didn't turn them on. Because I'm like, all right, well, everything else that I have to do, the yard stuff, that's pretty easy. And she was nuts. Sure enough, like, what has it been, 2 weeks now? 2 weeks ago, front come through, gave us some snow. Super cold. It's been cold for 2 weeks. And so the lawn ones that I did do, and I did that last weekend. It was cold. It's pretty cold. So I'm glad that I did do what I did. They were right, because I did it in like 65-degree weather. It went from the 60s to like 30s. A few days. Anyways, sorry, off topic. Anyways, so what I was going to say is that this is Thanksgiving, so I'm going to try to, or Thanksgiving week, so I'm going to try to get some stuff done today, so I can take Thursday and maybe Friday off. Oh my God. We'll do shipping on Friday, and maybe that's it. But then it's like, well, why do I need Friday off? I mean, maybe I'll go do some Black Friday shopping for like an hour, but I really, really don't need to. Right? That's nice to be ahead. Anyways, what other eBay stuff can I tell you? It's just a funky time. Last November was like this too. And is that just the way it is for reselling? I mean, this is year 2. We're going through the holidays for me. I think it kind of, depends on, throw out toy sellers, video games, throw out all. Let's just talk clothes. For clothing, I think if I had really good items in my store, I would see a dip, but it wouldn't be like, let's say your bottom line is you want to make 10,000. Well, let's say you want to make $300 a day, 9,000 a month. Okay. So let's say you're cruising along, you're doing great. And so you're making 10 to 12,000, you're having $400 days. That's great because you're way above what you need. And then you're down, maybe you only get to 10,000 during the slow time. And then that just keeps bumping up and up and up. And we were getting that way, but then it's just like, I don't know. I guess this time of year, just kind of with all the other sales and attention elsewhere. I kind of wondered if the election, people were kind of to see what the economy would do. Nice little hand animation there. So I don't know. A lot of speculation. But again, all you can do is just keep listing. So we're going to keep listing. And we're going to let the cash flow build up, which it is doing. And then we're going to go get that better product. We already, let's see. Because I took 2 months hiatus to make a video. But I did get some really good product twice, 3 times, and put it in the store. And most of it sold pretty quick. So, oh, sorry. I've been up for a while. I don't know why I'm still young. But it sold pretty quick. So that's encouraging. So if you're a new seller, and I still kind of consider myself a newer seller, and maybe you're struggling, find out what brands you need to sell, no matter if it's dishes, toys, or clothing, and just figure out how you can get those brands, what it's going to cost you, and then you can kind of say, okay, this is what I need to do to get to, say you need $5,000. This is what I need to do to get to $5,000. Now, if you're like me, I have a little more leadway, okay? I have 6,700 items. I could sell 1,000 items at a loss, or really nothing is going to sell at a loss. I can sell 1,000 items, break even, right? So if I sold 1,000 items, I don't know, let's just say break even is $4. It's not. It's, I don't know. I'd have to do that. Let's just say it's $4. So I sell 1,000 items for $4 right now. I'd have $4,000. I could go get better inventory. I was seriously thinking of doing that. Just seeing, accepting lower offers. And so right now I do have an aggressive sale, an aggressive coupon going on. But that's nothing new because some people always do. So if you're a newer seller and you're trying to get to the better brands, because you learn as you go, right? So it's not like you just wake up and like I came into clothing going, yeah, I mean, I know Ralph Lauren's good, but I mean, you got to know, you got to really do a deep dive and know more than just, okay, that's a good brand. Well, what in there does everything sell for? And then what sells for more? What sells for less? Right? So you got to know all that stuff. And then once you know that, from there, you can say, okay, I need 100 more of these items. They're going to cost me $5 each. I need $500. How long is it going to take me to get $500? Well, I only have 130 items listed. I can't just go sell them for cheap. I'm trying to build this thing. So maybe you figure out what the cheapest you can sell them for, and you get what I'm saying. Because then you do the same amount of work, make more money. You make more money. Now it's easier to go buy those $5 items. That's how I'm looking at it. It's already been 14 minutes. Jeez. Just kind of rambling on today. It's Sunday. I was supposed to make a video yesterday. That's why I'm making this one today. So day late. But that's the plan for now. I really don't have anything else to say. If y'all got questions, you can always just put them in the comment thing there. And I'll go over them. It'd be nice to get some questions. That way kind of helps you out on things to talk about. But I do like updating what's going on with the store every day, or 5 or 6 days a week. Because again, even if no one watches this, it's for me, and I think everyone should do this, especially if you're trying to start a business. Elon Musk said something like, what did he say? Someone was asking him about giving encouragement to people that are going to start a small business or start a business. And I forgot exactly how he put it, but basically, if you need encouragement, don't start a small business. And I guess what he meant is you're not going to get on a lot of encouragement starting a small business. So kind of need to be a little bit hard-headed, and you got to have drive. You can't do this if you have no drive. Like if I was a lazy person, I'd be upstairs playing video games. Excuse me, I wouldn't be down here, especially on a Sunday working. And there are times that I do get lazy, and I could do 5 more listings, but I don't. It's just human nature. You can't beat yourself up about it. You just got to keep going on. Keep trying, keep going, not giving up. But it's hard because, like I said, I've been doing this for 2 years now, and I have a business partner. If you don't know the backstory, I have a business partner. He lives 7 hours away. He has a full-time job. Guy I've known for 30 years, about 30 years now. He's like a brother to me. Anyway, so he helps. He does help when he can. Like he does listings. He just does them as drafts, and then I go pick him up once a month, or he comes here once a month. We're skipping this month because of the holidays and the weather. Plus, I'll be going back there on Christmas anyway. But anyways, so there is 2 of us, and him doing even 10 listings freaking helps or drafts. So I don't know where I was going with all that, but it was a really good point. Yeah, so just, man. Oh, I know what I was going to say. Even though I do have a business partner, it gets lonely. It still gets lonely. And it still gets, like, what are we, 2 to 3 years before a small business really starts making money if they succeed at all? Now, we've made money, but it's really just money to keep the business going. Buy more inventory, pay the bills, all that stuff. So it hasn't been too rewarding. And I'll tell you another secret. That's how your brain works. Reward. What's the reward? If your brain does something and it's rewarding, it remembers that and does it again. So I'm reading this book on neuroscience. It's called Unwinding Anxiety. But it's more than just about anxiety. It's about neuroscience from PhD, how your brain works and all that amazing stuff. So one of the things is, like way back in the day, cave people or whatever you want to say, you have to go out and get food. So you go get the food, and then you eat the food, right? And then your brain's like, oh, those nutrients, that's what we need, protein and all that stuff to keep us alive. That was a good thing. So it remembers that. So it's like, okay, that's something good. So it creates that habit of going and getting food, to whereas you just think, I'm hungry. Of course I'm going to go get food. But really it was put into our brains as a rewarding thing to do, to eat. So you look at that, and I'm still reading the book, but so you go into that and you just, it's all reward based. It's how your brain learns things. I don't like this. I like this. That's why, vegetables don't taste good or whatever. So, when you're a kid, you're not going to eat it. You want to eat cookies and cake and ice cream because it tastes good. So your brain's like, yeah, I want that. So it's the same with, like your mindset. What do they call it? They call it, I can't remember. They call it mindfulness. It's like how you train your brain to work. And so one of the things is, like, if you wake up and you're like, and I've done this, like, I do not want to go downstairs and take pictures, do eBay, right? So then it just makes the day worse. It seems to drag on. But if you can flip your mindset, like, man, I can't wait, just bust through those photos, bam. Then you just kind of do it. So it's all about mindset, but there's a lot more to it than that. So I would suggest reading the book. Again, it's not just on anxiety. It's about how the brain learns, how you can form habits. And because you've heard like that saying, it takes 21 times to form a habit or whatever. That's not, there's no scientific proof behind that. It's just like a slogan. But he kind of goes into the science of that. He's helped people quit smoking with an app that he has. Just lots of cool stuff. And you may be thinking, well, what the heck does that have to do with business? But you got to understand, it's all a mental game. So, all right, I got to get the listing. It's 20 minutes, way too long. Appreciate it if you watch this. Hopefully you got something out of it. Like I said, sometimes I just ramble. Yeah, no real agenda. Just kind of, here's what happened on eBay and give a few thoughts. All right, enjoy your day, everyone. We'll see you mañana. Take care.